What did you make of this whole Salah situation? I'll begin with you, Dani K.
Okay. Exceptional players deserve special treatment.
And this is exceptional we are talking about.
Look,
Every season.
you don't do this. 38 appearances, 29 goals, 18 assists. In fact, viewers, just take a look at the assists.
These are striker numbers.
No, this is a selfish player who only thinks about himself when he's playing. Take a look at the assists. 18,
That's
10, 12, 13, 5, 10, 8. In fact, he's done single number assists in only 2 out of his 9 seasons. This is Mohamed Salah. Now look at the goals. 15 plus guarantee, and this is just Premier League. 15 plus guarantee since he came to the Liverpool Football Club. These are championship winning. In any other top team, he's winning more than 2 Premier League titles. 32, 22, 19, 22, 23, 19, 18, 29. These are crazy numbers, and this is crazy level of consistency. You don't do this thing consecutively for 9 years, only to be treated like a normal squad player. It doesn't work like that. And I will not agree with anybody who tells me that Salah is a Liverpool player, the manager is in charge, so he should suck it up. No. He is Mohamed Salah for a reason. That is why top players deserve special treatment. There are so many stories of Sir Alex Ferguson and Cantona. And these are Cantona's mates who tell us these stories, not Ferguson. The fact that they sat in the same dressing room and week after week, somebody will do something, the person will get scolded. Cantona does it, Ferguson will manage the situation. Do you know why? Because you can't win him games the way Cantona can do it.
Right.
There's nobody in that Liverpool dressing room that can pick up this team and single-handedly win games and championships. Nobody can do it. Salah has done it. Last season, if you remember the interview Salah granted at the end of the season, when he was talking about the conversation he had with Slot before the start of the season. Slot walked into the team and knew that he didn't have the opportunity to buy players. And Salah told him that if you structure the team in a certain way, I will win the title for you. I will give you the numbers. I can guarantee you the numbers. And what happened? He guaranteed him the numbers and they won the league.
He's most ever.
Ever. And that's the sort of player that Mo Salah is in. So when you go through or when you start a season and 3 months into the season, the entire team is struggling, not just one player. The entire team is struggling. The head coach is clearly struggling to find solutions to the problem. What Salah said is not just directed to the manager. You can't then pick out the same person that the fans and the league voted as the best player, who won the golden boot, who won the top assist maker. You can't now single him out and make him the problem. It is very disingenuous. Especially when we've seen similar situations like that play out in certain clubs, and the narrative was different. We remember when Kylian Mbappe, just last season by this time, when Kylian Mbappe walked into Real Madrid had won the Champions League. Mbappe went into the team. He was scoring goals. Real Madrid were suffering, but they said Mbappe was the problem because he was the new guy coming into the team that was already settled. The same people who are calling Salah the problem today were saying Mbappe was the problem because he's the new guy who was coming. And because he was coming in, now players were struggling and Real Madrid were struggling to figure out how to use him. So why doesn't the same thing apply here today? When the entire team is struggling, why aren't they blaming the 150 million star? Why aren't they blaming the 150 million striker? This very season, 4 or 5 games into the season, when the German attacking midfielder was struggling for numbers, the same people who are singling Salah out to be the problem, not a problem, the problem this season, were making excuses for that 150 million player. And you think a player like Mohamed Salah will not sit back and see the narratives that are being thrown out?
And he said it.
And he said it. And he has every right to say it. We remember Harry Kane's issue. We remember.
He cited the Kane.
We're all here.
And apologized to Kane for mentioning his name.
No, because it's respect. But he has to make that statement. He sees it. It's not about fans. It's not about... It's the narrative that is being pushed. And you see, Boga, we are all in this job. We understand how it works. When something happens, major issues happen, and you watch this show, what Fentuo thinks is not the same thing I think. It's not the same thing Sicho thinks.
Very diverse opinions.
Very diverse opinions, because human beings think differently. We view things differently. That's why you listening to me right now, you even have a different opinion. You are fuming because you don't agree with what I'm saying.
Yes.
But when you see an orchestrated reaction, everybody is writing the same thing. Everybody is pointing fingers at one person. Then you know it's coming from somewhere. We are in this job and we understand how it works. And the players who play also understand how this thing works. So when Salah looks at this thing, Sky is writing and telling him he's a problem. The Sun is saying, every media outlet is saying he is a problem. Yet when Van Dijk was making mistakes, they all made mistakes. They all made excuses for him. Oh, Van Dijk, it's not his fault. It's Konate. But when Salah doesn't score, or when the whole team doesn't score, that one is not Isak's fault. It's not Gapo's fault. It is Mohamed Salah's fault. He has every right to call them out for the hypocrisy. Because it's hypocrisy. Whether you like it or not.
There are ways of handling this. So you have to...
No. You see, listen and read between the lines.
Right.
Players like this, he has played long enough and has a track record for fans and anybody who really wants to understand, to be able to assess things. Yeah. Salah doesn't always run to the press. And things have happened. Plenty of things have happened. He doesn't always run to the press. So players like this, when they speak, it means that they have run out of options. Salah said that I used to have a very good relationship with the coach. All of a sudden, he didn't say it as tensa. He said, I don't have one. The relationship doesn't exist. And he doesn't know why. He's been sitting on the bench for 3 matches and he doesn't understand why. Clearly means communication has not happened between himself. And if communication had happened, he will understand why he's sitting on the bench. And it doesn't look like he will get his answer until he goes public. And now he's going to force the people who are in charge to give him an answer as to why he's sitting on the bench. Look, he's Mohamed Salah. Players like Salah, when they are sitting on the bench, you have to explain to them why they are sitting on the bench. And you don't keep them there for long. 2 seasons ago...
Explain to him. He says he doesn't know why, but I don't think a manager just... Is it possible that a manager just drops a player with
Yes, we've seen it so many times. Let's not act like we've not seen it.
He said he's had constant conversations with Salah. Up until even Saturday, he had a conversation.
I'm saying, I don't believe the coach. Me, I don't believe Ancelotti. What Ancelotti did today, I have seen this thing plenty times. Ten Hag, same thing. The PR and media team will sit him down and run him.
So for you...
I'm saying that this thing...
Yes.
You remember Ancelotti and Modric?
Yes.
Right after Ten Hag had done the Ronaldo thing, they asked Ancelotti if Modric still had a part to play in the team. He said yes. They asked him about the whole bench situation. And he said for a player like Modric, if he asked him to warm up, then best believe he's going to play.
Right.
He's not like any other player who warm up and come and sit down for sitting down sake or warm up for warming up sake. Because he's a special kind of player. You don't treat players like Mohamed Salah just like any other player.
So preferential treatment.
Preferential treatment. And lastly,
okay,
to the side of the Liverpool fan base, who I don't know if they've forgotten, I don't know if maybe they don't know who Mohamed Salah is, who today want to tell Salah that he's underperforming, so he should suck it up, he should sit down.
Like the ex-players.
Look.
Most of that narrative is coming from
footballers are friends. Footballers, they see all these things. Salah chose to stay, and this is how he's being repaid. Trent left. They say, he's not loyal, he's not loyal. The one who chose to be loyal, who chose to continue to stay with the club and try and help them win more titles, the moment something went wrong, the entire club is turning against him. And now the fans too, and I'm not all the fans, because I know there are some fans who are standing behind him, who are true and remember and know the sacrifices he has done and are standing behind him. The ones who are choosing to turn around, you see, life is very funny. That solution they are looking for with Salah, no, they won't get it.
The solution is Salah.
He is the solution. He is the solution. If you get rid of Mohamed Salah, you are going to have to start afresh. Because a player like Salah, you can't replace him today, you can't replace him tomorrow. He's a special one in a generation player.
Fair enough.